Hello, Flosstube. Welcome back to my living room. This time we're in one of my Stitchy spots. Actually, it's always this spot, the couch, but I have two different hot light lamps now. This is the first one that I had, but I also have that super ginormous deluxe one now with the clamp to hold the chart and the magnifying arm and the long light arm. Love it, but that's at the other end of the couch. So I missed last week. I had an appointment right after work and was unable to have some alone time the rest of that week where I could actually film. I did have a night where my husband was gone and the kids were in bed, but by then I was too tired to pull everything out and deal with it. So I just missed last week. But I'm back. And before I forget, I want to say thank you to everyone that's watched, everyone that's commented. I like reading the comments and I love being able to reply to everybody. I really like the inspiration that I get from the group. I've been stitching for a long time, but I'm still seeing and learning so many new things. And it's been great now that I'm watching Flosstube videos too, and seeing different finishes, different patterns that I've never seen. So thank you for the inspiration. Thank you for liking my videos. I think I've only had one thumbs down so far, so that's good, right? And thank you for subscribing if you have. If you haven't and you want to, go ahead and subscribe, and hopefully I'm going to keep doing them every week. I like doing them, and hopefully you guys are enjoying and or are enabled by some of my projects and get out there and get something new for yourself. So that was my first thing I wanted to make sure I got to. Finishes this week were a big fat 0. None. Guess that happens when you finish so many. You know, I had like 5 or 6 a couple weeks ago. So, yeah, no finishes. Plus, I started Mania, so obviously there hasn't been a finish. I do have that one whip, and I worked on it at work today. The one that I'm working on for my friend. This thing is almost done. It's that ballerina. It was a kit. I hate this ballerina still. She's so close to being done, though. I even asked my coworker today. I said, "Are you sure she needs a head and a hand?" She said she does. So I'll be finishing that up. It's almost done. The end is in sight. I can tolerate it. I'll just work on it on my 30-minute lunch break and plug through. It'll be all right. It'll be all right. I'll manage. I think I'm more frustrated with myself than anything with that project because I realized I'm doing 2/1, which is what the instructions said. So I'm doing it correctly, technically. However, I must have taken a page from my husband's book and I didn't read all of the directions. It says 2/1 tent stitch. No, I've been doing full cross. The good news is the coverage is great and it's a solid silhouette. The bad news is, oh my god, is this so distorted in some places because of the threads being pushed out of the way. It still looks alright though. If it looked horrible, I would do it over, but it's okay. Third, I mentioned it in a previous video where I talked about the shop that I work at part-time. I work there one evening a week and sometimes on Saturdays. If you're in the Portland, Michigan area, this Saturday, May 13th, it's the second Saturday of the month, and we have open stitch at the shop from 2 to 5 p.m. Come join us, meet new people, check out the shop, sit and stitch. It's going to be fun. But anyway, I had mentioned their stitching retreat, and I think so far I'm the only person signed up as a cross stitcher, which is cool. I mean, My mom's going. She quilts. There's a lot of, it's mostly quilters, but we're trying to get stitchers into it as well. And this is the first year that Mo has owned the shop, so it's going to take a little bit of time. But if you're interested in that, it's in Michigan. It's in Tustin, which is for me up north. I think it's near Cadillac, but I could be wrong. I live in Michigan, but I'm horrible with the geography. I don't know. But anyway, you can get on the shop website and download this month's newsletter. And all of the information for that retreat with the pricing and everything is in our newsletter. There are still plenty of spots available. It is from September 7th through September 11th. It's a Thursday through Monday, and you don't have to stay all that time. You can check in on Thursday afternoon or Friday afternoon. I personally will be checking in on Thursday afternoon and staying until Sunday. So you do have some options: 2 nights, 3 nights, 4 nights. All those prices are in there. You can actually call the shop if you have any other questions. It's just mosneedleandthread.com, and you can find that information. So I just wanted to put that out there as well. This is going to be my first retreat, and I'm really looking forward to it. I have started seeing everybody's pictures on Stitch Mania from different retreats that they're doing, and I'm jealous. I want to join in that fun and talk to people that understand cross stitch and understand my hobby and my addiction and everything else, because I get all excited about things and I look at my husband, I'm like, oh my god, look at this, and he's like, yeah, okay. He just doesn't get it. It's not the same. My friends are kind of like that too, because they're not stitchers, so I just need new friends. So there's that. Think I'm gonna do haul first and then mania. So we'll do haul right now. I know that I said I was on a Stitchy diet, and I know that I said I was getting back to Stitch from Stash. All of my mania starts were from Stash, so that's good. I give up. I honestly just don't care, I guess, anymore. I'm giving up on the whole Stitch from Stash restriction thing right now. It's not working. I don't want to stress myself out about it. I'm still going to be conscious of what I'm spending. I have seen things that I wanted, and I have told myself no. We are. I mean, we're not in debt or anything like that. But financially, we're trying to tighten things up a little bit. Our backyard is a disaster. We moved into this house 5 years ago, and there was a gorgeous, gorgeous garden in the backyard. Must have cost a fortune and taken the guy forever to put in. But there were literally only 2 grass paths through it, and our 2 dogs quickly made a mess of a lot of the garden, and then weeds came in, and we both worked full time. We let it go, and now it's just it's a disaster, and we have kids. We need a backyard that our family can use. The deck was probably 20 years old and was in rough shape, and I wasn't willing to spend the money on replacing the deck. That can get quite expensive, and there's still the upkeep to it. So we opted to tear out the deck. We're putting in a patio. We're supposed to have that poured this week, actually. It's going to be a big patio. It's a little bit bigger than our deck was, so it's going to be about 20 by 35. But the nice thing is, with the layout of our house and our backyard being fenced in, I'll be able to come home from work with the kids, and they can be out on the patio in their sandbox, riding their little tricycles, playing with sidewalk chalk. They're 2 and 4, and we have so many windows, and the door is directly from the kitchen to that patio. I can get dinner going. I can do what I need in the house, and they're still getting their fresh air and getting to play outside, and I'm keeping an eye on them. And I'm really excited for that, and really excited to be able to use the backyard as a family and have people over and barbecue. We're going to have an estimate done when the landscaping company comes in to tear everything out. They're also going to give us a quote for like a 10 by 10 brick patio area that we could put a fire pit on. So we're trying to tighten the shoestrings, use the money for our backyard project. So I'm still going to be conscious of what I'm spending. Sorry, that was a huge rambling mess. But so yeah, I'm gonna be conscious of it, but I'm just not following a budget. I'm not calculating my finishes. I'm not. Yeah, just not doing it. Maybe next year. Who knows? So anyway, haul. Got this in the mail today. Little kit. Super excited to do that one. I really like that. Don't know that I'll finish it the same way, but love the poinsettias, so I'm excited for that. Got this in the mail today. I believe the size was 25 by 36. It's 10 count Tula. If you remember, I have a ton of those. What is it, Sakis and Company? I'm probably butchering the name. Sakis and Company, the heart patterns. So I figured with this cut, I can get at least 6 of those heart patterns, kitted up. And I might try my hand at dyeing some of this, and I'll practice with some Ada, but maybe I can even dye a couple of them to better match the patterns. So that'll be cool. Third thing that came in the mail today. Oops, this is apparently open. I don't even necessarily know. A sunset? Some mountains, water, maybe? I don't know. Colors, love them. So comes with Ada. I'll probably change that, take that out. I don't know. This looks like it. Yeah, that's a full coverage. I don't know. We'll see. I saw the picture, loved the patterns or the colors, and said, yeah, I'll get that. Fell off the wagon there. Stopped at this came in the mail over the last couple weeks too. Punch needle. I think this must have maybe been a Nashville exclusive. I'm not sure. I love owls, so I'm really excited to do this little punch needle owl. I'll probably put him in my office. I'm gonna switch the colors up though. I'll have to pull out my overdyes and see what I want to use, but put him in my office when I'm all done. Got some Victoria sampler. I've never stitched Victoria sampler before, but I got these cute little woodland ornaments and the floss pack and little tins. So I'm excited for that. And somebody in this floss pack alone was $46.50. Maybe it doesn't have everything? I don't know. That's insane. It's only overdyed cotton. Maybe that original price was, I don't know. I didn't pay that. I paid like $16. So that's cool. Got another couple ornaments. Thread pack for that. And these cute little wooden buttons for the finishing. So that's cool. Got this one. I'm going to do this one for my aunt. She loves pigs. I'm not sure when I'll get it done. She's also my godmother. I should probably try to get that done for maybe Christmas this year. I bet I could do that. Came with the thread pack for that as well. And my last Victoria sampler was Tropical Garden. Usually not my style. Really was surprised that I bought this kind of. I think it's the colors. I don't know. Thread pack. Looks like it's got some ribbon too. Ribbon and beads. Well, that'll be fun. I didn't even realize that those flowers were like some specialty ribbon thing. Yeah, we'll figure that out. So that was all from Stash and Load. A couple spools that I needed for those heart patterns. New Lizzie Kate. Stitch every day. Yeah, that's a rule I live by now. That'll be a quick one. And I also signed up for the auto ship on this from my LNS. Not sure what if I'm gonna try to do all of these together. I don't know. The bright colors were nice. I have two of their complete collections. I have the gingerbread train and then Santa's Village, and the colors in those are so similar. I think I just kind of saw that color change in the bright colors, and I went, oh, I need that. So yeah. And next issue of Stony Creek. Wasn't super impressed with this issue, but I had to get it for the that giant Halloween Afghan that I swear someday I'm gonna stitch. So I've been making sure to get each issue so that I have that. I really didn't see a ton else in this. I'm gonna show the graph. Hold on. See if I can finagle this. I'll stitch this little owl. It'll be a quick, cute little ornament. New issue of just cross stitch. Found a few things in here. I don't know. Now that I'm looking at what I marked, I don't know. Maybe. Oh, these I thought would be these two little coasters. I thought I could do those as Biscornu. It's a square pattern. I can stitch those two up quick and do a little Biscornu with those. Oh, this is what I liked in this magazine. I need to get on this Etsy shop. These pendants. And apparently, those were from Etsy. 2 silver triangular pendant setting frame mountings from Etsy shop. Kaylee? Kailea. Kailea? I don't know. I'll have to check that out now, though. Because I really do. I love butterflies. My aunt loves butterflies, too. That might be something I could stitch for her for Christmas gift. So that was one thing I did see in that magazine. This was a freebie. Isn't that the perfect mermaid silhouette? I don't know. I think that needs to go on a gorgeous piece of overdyed and her hand dyed fabric. I don't think just black floss. I'll have to find something fun floss wise. Maybe I'll find some silks. I printed that out last week. Last bit of haul, I stopped at Goodwill last night after I did my grocery shopping, and Ada for 99 cents. If nothing else, I'll use it to practice or try out hand dyeing fabric just for myself. I thought it would be cool to try out. I got this kit, 2 bibs, $2. Okay. I don't and I don't think, yeah, they're Velcro. They're not even the bibs that tie around the back of the neck. You know, we have 2 good friends having babies this year. One is a really, really close friend that I would love to do a sampler for, but I'm just not going to have time. And I haven't been able to find one that I really like. Plus, I don't know what their theme is going to be for the nursery yet. They don't even know what they're having yet. So maybe what I'll do for their baby showers is stitch one of I could stitch a bib for each of them and then get them a gift too, but then I could always do a sampler of some kind later. So maybe that's what I'll use those for. And then, Goodwill and their books. I had 3 books in my pile, and she said, "Do you want to go get a 4th for 99 cents?" I said, "Well, how much are they otherwise?" 69 cents each. Well, yeah, I'll go pick out a 4th. I'm no dummy. So I found two of them are crochet books, but for 25 cents. I'll throw them in my stash. 100 colorful granny squares. This one is crochet one skein wonders. I have 5 or 6 18-gallon totes in the basement filled with yarn, so yeah, I could do that. The last book was these are its Christmas keepsakes. Haven't gone through it yet to look at patterns. Flipped through it a little bit. Looks like a couple of these pages are bent too. But there's a train on this page. My son likes trains. I could always do that for his ornament. A couple angels. Mary and baby. That's a pretty poinsettia. I can't show you that picture though because it's the actual chart. I haven't gotten to the part where there's the actual pictures. Looks like I'm not finding it at all. Oh, here it is. It's a pretty poinsettia. So, anyway, that was my haul. That's it for haul. The rest of what I got is Mania. Now, this is my first year doing Mania. I got super excited and I pulled out 31 projects to start in 31 days. And my husband told me I was nuts, basically. But I don't care. This is just going to give me that many more options to choose from to take with me on my stitching retreat. And all I'm going to do is stitch for 3 full days. So my first one is Stitchy Box Quaker Pumpkin. That was from last year's Halloween box, I guess. Countdown to Halloween. I got it off Stash and Load. This is how far I got. It was a good start for day one. I'm happy with it. Really enjoying that silk too. I love that fabric color. This is a hand-dyed fabric by Stephanie. Dusty purple linen. So that was day one. Of course, now the dog wants out, but she's just going to have to wait because when I got home and tried to let her out, she's acting like she's scared. I know, Doodles. I know, Doodles. Can you just lay down? No? Okay. My second start. Sorry, guys. I should have had this better prepared and pulled it out for you ahead of time. Little House Needleworks Fear Not. I've had this kitted up for over a year. Well, since the chart came out, actually. So, however long ago that was. This is my start on that. This took a lot longer than I thought because it's solid stitching in that block. And I'm using the overdyed floss. And normally I will use the loop start method even for the overdyed floss just because it's easier. It all blends. But with this being a solid block of stitching, I did opt to go for the 2 strands, not the loop start. So that and doing 1 stitch at a time so that my colors are all lining up. So I'm happy with it so far. It's going to be a lot of solid stitching in a couple spots, so I could see myself getting tired of that one and needing to switch out with other projects. Day 3, I started this Lizzie Kate kit that I had. And here's my progress. Pretty good for one evening. Happy with that. That's going to be a quick one. And up here, I did pin stitches. And actually in the center of these little, yep. So I used that pin stitch technique that I picked up from seeing people talk about it in Mania. Thank you. That's going to be a huge time saver, floss saver. I really like it. I'm happy with Day 4 is when I started letting my son pick my projects. First one that he chose was this little Mill Hill ornament. And this is actually his Christmas ornament for 2016. Because the kids are getting an ornament every year, and because last year we did swim lessons for the first time. So this is how far I got that day. These stitch up so quick. Really happy with that. That one will probably actually be a finish before Mania is over, depending on. I'm thinking after I do a start on a weekend sometime, I might go back to that and get that finished up. I just really like how that one's going. Day 5, again, my son picked out. This was an off day for me. He chose this one for me. This is an ornament for myself. I love owls. Love that. Jim Shore, can't go wrong in my opinion. But I started it at work, and that was actually the night that my husband was gone. Kids went to bed. I sat down on the couch. I didn't even pick it up, so this is the only part that I've got. It's so hard to see because it's white on white. But my owl has started, and the snowman's arm. I just was so tired that day, Wednesday. Just kind of plopped down, put on a TV show, fell asleep on the couch so hard that my husband said he tried to wake me up 4 or 5 times. I only remember him obviously waking me up once when I finally woke up. Roxy, don't scratch. Saturday morning, I got up and I had an oil change, so I took my start for Saturday with me. It is a Plum Street sampler. It is Scary 1. And this is how far I got between the oil change and then going to my parents for a visit and then stitching in the evening. Good start. I really, really do like stitching with the one strand. This is a 36 count fabric, so went with just the one strand and pretty happy with it. Definitely trying new things. I've done the one strand before for drawn thread patterns, but really surprising myself with how much I'm enjoying some of these different projects, different techniques, different things than what I'm used to or how I learned. And the last one I have is my start from yesterday. Again, picked out by my son. I wanted a bigger project. I thought I was going to have a lot of time to work on stuff because it was a Sunday. I was home all day. I got a lot of housework done, but I was still at home, and I had rented Moana for the kids to watch. They watched it, but they didn't sit still. It was running around the living room, fighting with each other. I didn't really get to just sit and stitch and watch the movie with them like I thought I would. But this is the kit that I picked out, and I did substitute the fabric because I really wanted those white doves to pop off. This is the fabric that I chose. Oops, that's upside down. It is hand-dyed fabrics by Stephanie. I cannot remember the name. I apologize. That's the start. And I'm so sad because I started in the center, and it's the drab colors. It's gray and white. But I think, it really is going to pop off of that fabric. So I'm excited. There's, the shades of, like a green and maroon, red, pinky color on this fabric. So I really think that it's going to be sharp. I hope. So that's all I got for this week, Mania. I don't know what I'm going to start tonight. I have my class at the gym at 6:45, so I won't get home until almost 8. And I really need to get to bed earlier tonight. I've been horrible about getting to bed at a decent time, and then I'm dragging at work, so maybe something small tonight. just to get a few stitches in and say that I got it done. Hi, baby. Roxy came to say hello. Oh, 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 oh. Roxy, Roxy, Roxy. Oh, the camera, honey. The camera. This is my Roxy Doodle. She's a boxer mix. We got her 2010. Here, look. Oh! Well, anyway, that's Roxy. So, say hi. Say hi. Yeah. So, that's all I've got for this week. Thanks again. Hope that everybody has a good Stitchy week. You guys want to see my backyard? That's our disaster. Not for too much longer. It'll be nice to have that done. So, thanks again. Hope everyone has a Stitchy week, gets a lot accomplished. Please subscribe. I'll keep doing videos every week. I have a lot of fun with it. Can't wait to show you another week of Mania starts next Monday. So happy stitching. Bye.